Oh wow, it's really coming down. It's gonna be nice and quiet, because no one's gonna be driving in this.
Meanwhile,
I got some winners. Go home.
Hello, Molly. Are you ready for our rematch? You won't get any repeats this time.
That's okay, because I won't be needing them today.
Are you ready?
Oh, I was born ready.
I want 6 of this one, 3 of these ones, 10 of this one, this one, this one, this one, this one, 5 threes.
a few moments later.
See, I told you it didn't need any repeats.
You won today, but there's always next time.
Oh, I'll be waiting.
What's this one on?
5.
How about this one?
29.
You know, I only buy a number on 30.
Why does it even matter? You come in every day asking for a certain number and you always lose. I just don't get it.
How about this one?
Ma'am. Huh? What?
Ma'am. Hello, anybody in
Wait,
there?
What? What did you say?
Which one is this one on?
46. Hey Molly, what you looking at? It's snowing. Okay, even though it's snowing, we can't put up Christmas stuff. It's November. It's too early. So this one time, it was blizzarding out really bad, and this guy came in asking if we could fill propane, and I said, sure, why not? And I immediately regret my decision as we start walking out to our propane tank, and he's sitting there ranting to me about how he went to this other store to get a propane exchange, and he had to do it himself, and it wasn't his job, and I was just immediately regretting my decision. So we reach the tank area, and I start putting his tank onto the little hose, and I'm sitting there having a conversation with him saying, hey, I know this store, they're really short-staffed, you just gotta be patient with them, and they will help you out. And I look, and I turn over my shoulder, and he's gone. And I look in the distance, and I see him hop into his truck, and he just sits there. And I'm like, what? So, I'm standing there in the middle of a blizzard, filling propane by myself because this guy had the audacity to say it's too cold and basically sit in his truck. So after filling this propane tank, he comes out and he says thanks and then drives off, and I'm like, what? Really? That's it? So now I'm waiting for when he comes back and ask for another propane fill, and I'm gonna look him dead in the eye and be like, sure, I'll fill it if you stand out there with me. And if he says no, I'll be like, oh, I'm sorry, I can't fill. And if he has any complaints, go somewhere else, because I know darn well we're the only place in town that fills propane. So good luck, buddy. Choose your choices wisely. Yeah, and I'll let you know if he comes back. This might be a little aggressive, but I didn't appreciate it. Call it Minnesota passive aggressive. Thank you very much. It doesn't want to scan. Well, I guess it must be free then, right? Must be free then, right? That's not how it works! A bunch of snow is expected Friday afternoon in the Midwest. No travel is advised. Stay safe. Oh? There's all that snow they were talking about getting today. What? You've got to be kidding me. Oh man, it's really bad out there. Well, you probably should have stayed home then. Well, I had to come get my daily coffee. Of course you did. Hey, I see you're filling propane. Can you fill 2 more tanks? Yeah, I can do that. Propane? Propane? Did someone say propane? Hey, I heard someone was filling propane. I was just filling ours. It's really cold out here. I wanted to go back inside. So a quick disclaimer. These are things that I wanted to say to customers, but didn't. I think there's one similarity from last week's video to this one, but it was a totally different person. And I'm usually not this salty with customers, but after a few years working here, the cup kind of just started to overflow. And now I have no restraint. Most of the time. So these are things I wanted to say, but didn't. Oh no, you're sick? Then what are you doing here? Aw man, it's really icy out there. Then what are you doing here? Well, we had to come get our coffee. You don't got a coffee maker at home? Well, we do, but it's just not the same. Alright, so you'd rather risk your life and come get our coffee instead of staying at home and making your own coffee. Got it! You guys are out of coffee. You did this on purpose to ruin my day. Sir, I do not care enough about you to ruin your day on purpose. Have a good one. Side note, this next one is about an old lady who comes in and she always says, Molly, I see you still haven't found a job yet. And I'm like, oh, I see you're still alive. I'm so sorry. If you've made it to the end of the video, hi, thank you. I just wanted to make a little announcement. I have Twitter now. I've had Twitter since 2020, but I didn't know how to use it, so here we go. I have Twitter. Follow me at Molly and Marms. And I'll make polls of things that I might do. You know, maybe do a Discord, maybe do a Patreon, maybe do a stream for you guys. You know, let's just keep it real. I didn't know how else to connect with you. So follow me on Twitter if you want for any updates and posts, polls, and etc. Okay, bye! Alright, before we get started, I actually had this video planned about a month ago, and it was just for me to rant, but I recently spoke with the woman. She explained to me why she does what she does. And I get it completely, but I'm still gonna rant about it because it's still annoying to me. So without further ado, let's get into the video. Okay, so near the end of the month, almost every month, this one lady comes in, and I dread what's gonna happen. Either it's gonna be really fast or it's gonna take forever. This lady will buy 2 to 3 items and she wants them all on separate transactions. Which for the most part isn't a big deal, but for some reason she always magically appears when it's busy. And I will have a line of people and it doesn't matter how long it is. When it's her turn, it's her turn. And it'll be, I don't know, 10 to 20 minutes helping her. Just because she has to sign, and it's just god-awful to deal with. And the worst time is when she brought her grandchildren in and they all grabbed like 3 pieces, like candy bars, and she wanted them all on separate transactions. I was like, ma'am, I have a line. This is gonna take too long. And she's like, oh, it won't take that long. But here's the kicker. She has to do it as a credit, which means you have to sign every single slip that you do. And we have a digital signer. And our digital signer's pen is slightly broken, so it takes forever to sign. And she must be a perfectionist because she always clears the one that she does sign. And I'm like, ma'am, it doesn't print half the time anyways. Can you just sign it? And she's like, well, you can't even read it's my name. And I'm like, that's okay, because I don't care. Please, just sign it and let's move on to the next item. I have people waiting. And it's just, it's so frustrating. So, I'm sure you're all wondering, what is her reason for doing this? Her bank requires her to use her card at least 10 times in a month, and that's what she does. She'll come to my store, or she'll go to our grocery store, and she'll buy, like, small items so she could use her card 10 times within a month without getting, like, fined. But it's kind of like, why do you have the card if you never use the card? You could write checks. I know they're kind of a dying thing, but if you don't use your credit card enough to be worthy of keeping it, then why do you have it? But, you know, that's not my business, so we're just gonna leave it at that. Hi, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe and maybe give it a thumbs up. I'm not really sure how this works. I'm kind of a noob. Well, bye!